This week on the movie Rebrew, we checked out Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Part 7, Part 2. Also, we saw Captain America, the First Avenger. So everyone grab onto your magic wands and your shields. But don't mix the two because that does not look cool to girls.
No, it's like a log and some balls in a plate. And what are you supposed to do with that?
It's the movie Rebrew!
Put some ketchup, some mustard. That's not good. What am I saying? I don't make sense at all.
Okay, welcome to episode 88 of the movie Rebrew. My name is Josh Spicer.
I'm Ben Harrow.
This week we catch up from being away for a week. We reviewed Harry Potter last week, but didn't get said. So this week is Harry Potter. And
The Deathly Hallows Part 2.
Part 7, Part 2.
And Captain America, the First Avenger.
Yes. So shall we get into this? Let's just cheers like old times and send it off to the show.
Okay. Cheers.
This week we went and checked out Harry Potter 7 Part 2.
Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2.
Harry Potter 7 Part 2.
And today is a special day. We're bringing back something that we haven't done in a little while. We're gonna chug.
Right now.
Okay.
Because we haven't done it in a while.
Harry Potter. Let's go.
Now, join me and confront your fate. Captain Christ, so we can die. Come on, bring him
How far did you get?
Further than you.
You win. Legit?
Bullshit.
I won!
I always did.
Wow, I didn't miss that. Not even that much.
But it's back.
Take it away, toys.
Okay. Harry Potter Part 7 Part 2. The title that I just said says it all for me. But I'll get to that in a second. First off, it looked amazing. I think all the actors have come into their own now being in 7 movies or 7.5, I guess.
They
8
are
movies.
those characters. Now.
They are those characters. They know how to act as those characters really well. Very convincing, and they did an amazing job. I don't know who directed it, but I thought it was really well directed and looked amazing. Yes, there's the praise. That's all the praise you're going to get because it is Harry Potter. Not a fan. It's part 2 of an ending movie. Just for the fact that they wanted to make another 500 or 100, way too many millions of dollars. It's a cash cow. Fuck you. It should have just been Harry Potter Part 7 and made it maybe 2.5 hours and 45 minutes.
Let's see how long we can...
So on that note, I'm giving it 3.5.
Come to die.
Tell them how it happened that night. How you looked him in the eye. A man who trusted you and killed him. I never wanted any of you to die for me.
I was pretty entertained by this movie. I'll be truthful. I've only seen the first Harry Potter movie. The Sorcerer's Stone or Philosopher's Stone? Sorcerer's Stone. Philosopher's
Apprentice.
Stone. The very first one where like Daniel Radcliffe is a baby pretty much.
Yeah, he's like 2 years old.
Yeah. I saw that one, skipped all the other ones, and
Saw the last
I
one.
saw the last half to the last movie. I'm terrible. We're terrible, but we're not fans. And this is an example of a movie made specifically for the fans. The entire franchise has made money off of fans, and
Fandemonium.
it's a completely different realm that I have no idea. Like, I can't connect with those people. I don't understand the whole allure to these characters just because I'm not there. And a lot can be said about that, and a lot can be said about me with comic book movies because I know those things. I go into, say, Captain America because I love the characters and I'm going to analyze it because I know them so well. But there's going to be people going into it not getting it at all, too.
Yes, exactly.
So it's totally...
And the Green Lantern and all those comic book movies.
Yeah.
He knows, other people don't.
Yeah, so we went into this movie just seeing what it would... taking the qualities of a good movie and just kind of pushing all those other fan references and other things aside, too. So I thought it was a really good movie. Well acted, well produced, well directed, and it was action-packed. It was pretty good. So, yeah, I give it 4 bottles out of 6.
You know?
Only I can live forever.
New on DVD for the week of July 26th. Source code.
Oh, we're going to do that last.
Okay. Trust. Life during wartime.
Trigger!
Under the mountain.
Hamsters!
Plant the seed. Blood rain. The third light.
The Clinker Boys!
And this week's feature, half DVD, half... I saw it. Okay, way to spoil it. This week's feature DVD, half... I'm all confused now. This week's half feature DVD is called Source Code.
Oh, it's back on the screen again.
It's there. I didn't see it, but Josh saw it, which is why it's a half feature. Half. What did you give it, Josh?
3.5.
And I'm giving it, I'm gonna see it.
NA.
Not available. Rating not available.
I'm gonna put an NA.
I could do this all day.
Our goal is to create the greatest army in history.
I should be going with you. Look, I know you don't think I can do this.
This isn't a back alley, Steve. It's war.
But every army begins with one man.
5 tries in 5 different cities. I can offer you a chance.
He will be the first in a new breed of super soldiers.
It's time to chug
Chug-a-lug-a-lug-a-lug-a-lug-a-lug.
for Captain America.
The first Avenger.
Cheers, Josh.
That sounded weird.
It's duct tape.
Can I do that again?
Wait.
Satisfying.
We are going to win this war because we have the best men.
Check out the trailer.
We suck at chugging.
Personally, escort Adolf Hitler to the gates of hell.
Okay, I want to get.
Now I feel good.
Captain America.
First Avenger. I'm gonna do that the entire episode. Say it right.
The first Avenger, Captain America,
That was backwards.
is a movie with Chris Evans, who I formerly hated
I did too.
until this movie because he whipped it out. Not
Like put
His-
it on the coffee table, whipped it out.
not his penis, but his acting chops and his, you know, we have to forget about him in Fantastic Four because that movie was shit. Both, yes.
Both of them.
This movie is well done. The homage back, like, I love the period piece because it needed to happen and it was done so well.
Mm-hmm.
It looked amazing. And this is the first... Well, because, like, Iron Man kind of stood on its own, and Iron Man 2 was when they started this whole Avengers quest, right? So Thor was alright, but this is the first movie of the bunch leading up to the Avengers that I was like, oh my god, the Avengers is going to be really good if it's done like this.
Yeah.
So well done. I had a blast the whole time. The action is amazing, and it's still got heart to it as well, because this guy is all heart. I'm giving it 5.5.
5.5. Okay.
Who the hell are you? The first of many.
Your enemy is not what you expect.
I liked this movie a lot. Not just because I'm a fanboy, but because this is a movie that's been waiting such a long time to be made. They did it well. I have to say that Chris Evans really pulled it off. I had a lot of negative connotations when he was picked for Captain America because he was already in 2 other Marvel movies, and he's kind of a schmuck. Like, let's face it, he's kind of a douchebag. But he pulled it off, and I think the movie was very entertaining. I thought, I think that a lot of people who don't know the mythology behind Captain America and his story and everything might find his character a little bit boring. Because, I mean, you got the Hulk, turns into a monster, you got the Thor, who's a god, and you got Iron Man, who's like Robert Downey, Tony Stark, Playboy type guy. You know, those are 3 very entertaining characters in themselves. Captain America is just a good guy. He's just a shrimp who becomes a superhero, and he goes and fights Nazis. Which is hard to make into an entertaining movie, but they did it. They did it.
It was very well cast as well.
Very well cast. I have to say hats off to the Red Skull.
Yes.
Hugo Weaving.
That's why
he played a very convincing character in the Red Skull. He's an evil person, just like Doctor Doom is in the comic books. He's very evil and vengeful, and he just wants to destroy the world. I thought that was very well done. Yeah, and I had a huge smile on my face the entire time watching this movie. It's good. I guarantee that you'll like it too. I'm giving it 5.5 bottles as well.
I want to see it again.
I want to see it again too. I didn't say that about Thor. Thor was okay.
Yeah, well, after... I think there's a few movies this year that I left and was like, I can't wait to own or watch that again.
Yeah.
Fast 5, this, and like maybe 1 or 2 others.
I think going back to, World War II era, they really needed it for these comic book movies. You know, after a while, it's just kind of the same thing. It's like a comic book guy drops into modern civilization. It's just like, there's that whole clash between, like, I'm a superhero and everyone else is, like, on their cell phones, and it's like, technology, I don't get all this shit. I like how they went back and made the Nazis the villain, and there's the war, and Tommy Lee Jones is that badass sergeant.
Tommy Lee Jones was amazing. But as hokey as it was for how they brought Captain America back to the future, pretty much, like that whole storyline, as hokey as that was, it tied in very seamlessly, and it's a comic book, so you can't think much of it and stuff. Like, I'm not going to say spoilers or anything, but, you know, they did, obviously, they have to tie it in because the Avengers is now, and this was back when World War II was happening, so there's an obvious transition.
All the pieces are in place now. Now they just have to have a really good script that brings all 4 movies together in the Avengers, and it has to be very... they can't forget anything. They can't forget any...
Because if they do, like, what X-Men First Class just did, like, and just forget all the other movies existed and just fuck up the storylines, that's not going to work. But these movies have been tying in through mini trailers after
Yeah.
the credits of all the movies. So they're obviously not going to forget.
Yeah, I think if the Avengers movie has kind of like the wit that Iron Man had and the look and the storyline that Captain America has, it's going to be a good movie.
Yeah.
Very good movie. And tie in some Thor mythology because you have to. But I think it's going to be really good and I'm really stoked. But go see Captain America.
Yes,
the first
and see
Avenger.
the first Avengers trailer after the... Make sure you stay after the credits.
Oh!
First
Oh.
Avengers trailer.
Oh! Ah! Oh! Stairs! Oh!
I don't know if I can do this.
This is why you've chosen.
Hey, thanks for watching episode 88 of the Rebrew.
The Groovy Greaver.
The movie Rebrew.
Yeah.
If you like what you see, go to sisterbabystudios.com. I still haven't fucking put anything at the same time. It doesn't matter, still go there. The rebrew.com is been coming soon for a while. I just haven't had time to get to it, but it will come.
But go there anyways, because you never know.
Well, Happy All Days up there, our short film we did and all that stuff.
Yeah.
CalgaryMovies.com are great people, great site for listings and anything you need movie related in Calgary.
In Calgary.
In Calgary. That's why it's called CalgaryMovies.com.
If you want to see a movie, say, in premiere, it's not going to happen. On CalgaryMovies.com.
No. Great!
For all our fans in premiere.
What?
Okay. What else we got to plug?
Nothing.
That's it?
Cool.
Okay.
Well, see you later.
See you next week.